When selecting a main circuit breaker for a 480 volts motor control center, or MCC, determining the correct rated current is crucial. It's not simply a matter of adding up the rated currents of all the individual motors connected to the MCC. A safety or correction factor must be applied, primarily to account for the inrush current, also known as the starting current, drawn by the motors when they initially start. This starting current is significantly higher than the motor's normal running current. To calculate the appropriate circuit breaker rating, consider the following steps. First, determine the full load current, or FLO, for each motor. You can typically find this information on the motor's nameplate or in relevant electrical engineering handbooks and NEC tables. Let's assume for this example, the 11 motors have the following approximate full load amperage ratings. 2 3 horsepower motors, let's estimate their full load amps at around 4 amps each. 1 10 horsepower motor, approximately 14 amps. 1 15 horsepower motor, around 21 amps. 1 20 horsepower motor, about 28 amps. 1 40 horsepower motor, roughly 52 amps. 2 75 horsepower motors, approximately 96 amps each. 3 100 horsepower motors, about 124 amps each. Second, sum the full load currents of all the motors. In this hypothetical scenario, the total full load current would be 4 amps plus 4 amps, plus 14 amps, plus 21 amps, plus 28 amps, plus 52 amps, plus 96 amps, plus 96 amps, plus 124 amps, plus 124 amps, plus 124 amps, which equals 693 amps. Third, identify the motor with the largest full load current. In our example, that's the 100 horsepower motor, drawing approximately 124 amps. Fourth, estimate the starting current of the largest motor. Motor starting currents can be several times their full load current. A common rule of thumb is to assume a starting current of 6 to 8 times the full load current for across the line starting. Let's use a factor of 8 for this calculation. Therefore, the starting current of the 100 horsepower motor would be approximately 8 times 124 amps, which equals 992 amps. Fifth, apply a correction factor. Instead of directly summing the starting current of the largest motor, which would likely result in an oversized and potentially nuisance tripping circuit breaker, use a percentage-based approach. In this calculation, we're going to add 125% of the largest motor's full load current to the sum of the full load currents of all the other motors. So we have the sum of the full load currents of all motors which we computed previously, 693 amps. Then subtract the largest motor's full load amps. This is 693 amps minus 124 amps equals 569 amps. Take this value, which is 569 amps, and add 125% of the largest motor's full load current of 124 amps. We have 569 amps plus 1.25 times 124 amps, which equals 724 amps. The minimum recommended breaker size is 724 amps. Select a standard size breaker that meets or exceeds this minimum value. In the real world, the available standard sizes are likely going to be 800 amps for a situation like this. This approach generally aligns with NEC guidelines for motor circuit protection, but always consult the latest edition of the NEC and relevant engineering guides for the specific requirements of your installation. Consider factors like motor duty cycles, ambient temperature, and specific motor characteristics when selecting the final circuit breaker rating. Also, coordinate the circuit breaker with any upstream and downstream protective devices to ensure proper selective coordination.